Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hi, welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name's Inger, and this is Rosie, and we're so happy that you joined us today. This week, it's 4th of July week, so we're celebrating Independence Day. Originally, I thought this class would be all about being independent, an independent woman. So actually, the playlist is all songs about being an independent woman. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized I was actually interested in talking about interdependence. And then at the same time, I came across this quote, maturity has 3 stages: dependence, independence, and interdependence. You can see that reflected in the life cycle of a human. We start off as a baby, totally dependent, and then we spend our teen years and our early 20s fighting for our independence, and then hopefully as we mature in age, we come to interdependence, connection with all things. And that's a particularly apt theme today because I found out about an hour ago that I'm a grandma. I have a grandson, happy and healthy. So I'm really feeling this concept of interdependence in the cycle of life today anyway. You can also see this cycle in relationships. Perhaps if you've ever felt a little codependent in a relationship, you might remember when that ends, how you had to reclaim your independence before you could embark on relationship again. So there's a lot of ways to come at this theme, but we'll have fun exploring it today. And we will start in belly down Shavasana. Bring your blocks in an inverted V under your shoulders and lay down on your mat, forehead resting on the floor. You can adjust your blocks once you get here so your shoulders feel open and supported. Let your heels fall out and your body get heavy. Take a full inhale, ground through your belly. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Another full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And seal your lips and find your natural breath. This position is similar to a Buddhist prostration, and it's a practice known as touching the earth. Take this opportunity as you notice your connection with the earth through your hands and legs and forehead and belly, to let go of your small self and connect with the bigger self that's connected to all things, the source of your wisdom and the source of your power. Bring yourself fully into this space on your mat in this room and let everything else fade away for the next hour. On your next inhale, bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet from side to side, releasing any tension in your lower back. Then release your feet to the floor again. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms onto the floor, create a number 11, elbows under your shoulders. Look forward, traction your elbows to the back of the room as you reach your heart forward. Lengthen your neck. Draw your ears away from your shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Frame your heart with your hands and come up to tabletop. Stack your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Press the tops of your toes down into your mat. Fire up your glutes and hamstrings. Inhale, cow pose. Soften your belly. Look forward. Lift your tailbone. Exhale, cat. Push into the earth around your spine. Tuck your chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Draw your hips and shoulders together. Squeeze. Exhale, cat. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. Spinal balance. Reach your right arm forward and your left leg back. Face your palm like you're about to shake someone's hand. Look down at your mat. Fire up your back body. Level your hips and then lengthen. One more inhale. Exhale, tabletop dancer. Reach your right arm back and bend your left leg. Capture the outside edge of your foot. Kick into your hand. Lift your head like it's reaching a wall right behind you. Open your top shoulder. If you can't reach your foot, that's okay. You can stay in spinal balance. One more inhale. Exhale, release. And come back down to tabletop. Other side, spread your right fingers wide. Use all the part of your hand. Left arm forward, right leg back. Dial your right pinky toe down, squeeze your glute. Get long on the inhale. Exhale, tabletop dancer. Bend your leg. Kick into your hand. Option, put a block under your right hand. Bring the floor closer to you. Maybe you can reach your foot a little easier. Lift your chin, open your top shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Then tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. As always, bend your knees at first. Press your chest low. Reach your tailbone high. Relax your head. And pedal out your feet. And find stillness. Create a strong base in your right hand. Exhale, reach your left hand across to the outside of your right shin. Keep pushing into the earth. One more inhale. Exhale, release. You can skip this and stay in down dog. Inhale, reach your right arm across to your left shin. Use the force between your hand and your leg to deepen this fold. And then come back to down dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Start off by holding opposite elbows. Relax your head and neck. Bend your knees a lot so you feel your torso hang heavy. Then inhale, release your left hand, right hand high. Ragdoll twist. Your right leg straightens, left leg bends. Rotate your shoulders, stack them up. Option for a half bind. Right wrist watch behind your back. Or a full bind, reach your left arm between your legs and clasp your hands. Maybe they don't quite reach like mine, that's okay. Just try it out. Slow, deep breaths. Keep your right shoulder open. One more inhale. Exhale, release your bind, fold forward. Inhale, open twist to the left. Left leg straightens, right knee bends. Rotate your rib cage, look up, big inhale. Exhale, half bind. Option for the full bind, reach your right arm underneath. You might notice this side's different and get okay with that right now. Just like every day is different, every side is different. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Toe heel your feet together. And then with soft knees and a heavy head, slowly roll up to Namaste. Roll your shoulders at the top. And then bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Today in practice, explore dependence, independence, and interdependence in your life. Really try and stay inside your own body while you let go of what other people might think. Explore your connection to everything and everyone and honor that as you go throughout your practice. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Open your eyes, release your hands. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Wrap your shoulder blades around the side of your body. Knit together your lower ribs to take the flare out of your rib cage. Big breath in. Exhale, camel arms. Bring your hands to your lower back. Fingers pointing down. Draw your elbows behind you. Inhale, back bend, standing camel. Trace your gaze up the wall and onto the ceiling. Let your hips move forward. Keep your belly drawn in, your glutes engaged. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Roll your shoulders forward and release your hands. Curve your spine. Keep your weight shifted forward into the balls of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten your spine, look down at your mat. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Big breath in. Exhale, high plank. And lower all the way down onto your mat. Slowly grasshopper your elbows back. Inhale, baby cobra. Press into the tops of your feet so that your knees lift off the floor. Inhale, float your chest and hands off the floor. Take the wrinkles out of the back of your neck by looking down at the top of your mat. Engage your back body and hold. 3, 2, 1. Tap your forehead down, tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Push down to rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your breath in, your breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, root down to rise up. Exhale, camel hands starting to flow with our breath. Inhale, standing camel, keep your elbows back, look up. Exhale, forward fold, roll your shoulders down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. Slow with control. Press the tops of your feet on the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tap it down 3 times. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tap. Inhale, fire up your back body, lift even higher. Exhale, tap it down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain swan dive up, make yourself tall. Exhale, camel hand, spread across your collarbones. Inhale, standing camel. Go a little deeper. And exhale, forward fold. Roll your shoulders down. Inhale, halfway lift, open heart. Exhale, high plank. Hinge forward and slowly lower down. 3 baby cobras, feet on the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. You can keep your hands on the floor if you need that support. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lead with your hips. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back in your imaginary throne. Reach your hands high. Make sure you can see all 10 toes and squeeze your legs together. Fire up your glutes and hamstrings. Lift your heart. Strong arms. One more inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Fire up your triceps. Electrify your fingertips. Reach your heart forward as you sit your hips back. Inhale, one-legged chair. Hands go high, lift your left foot. Keep a bend in your standing leg. Keep your hips low. One more inhale. Exhale, figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Sit up tall, relax your neck and shoulders, and then sink your hips lower. Keep your left knee opening and your foot flexed. You can stay upright. You can fold forward. Bring your forearms to your shin. Imagine that bucket of water between your thighs. Try not to spill any. Or you can come into a forward fold. Maybe have your blocks under your hands to help support you. Strong, deep breaths wherever you are. And really keep your left knee open. On your next inhale, come back out the way you went in. Slow and controlled. Inhale all the way up to one-legged mountain. Micro bend your standing leg, then grow your torso longer. Keep your foot flexed and active. Exhale, straighten your leg. Reach through the back seam of your left leg. Send your heel forward. Fire up the top of your leg. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain. Bend your knee. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Big, slow step back. Reach your heart forward. Imagine one long line of energy from your heel out the crown of your head. Everything's active. Draw skin to muscle, muscle to bone. Then inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your hands high. Push into the ball of your back foot. Send your left hip forward. Draw your belly in. Then work to straighten your back leg. Proud chest, strong arms. One more breath in. Exhale, chair plane. Tap your left foot forward, airplane arms. Keep your hips low. Most of the weight is still in your right foot, but you're using your left foot for support. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Step back, reach your hands high. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up to the side. Use the middle of your right glute to open your front knee. Sink your hips low. Make sure your front knee stacks over your ankle and you have strong arms. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle, sash your hips back. as you reach forward, and then tick-tock your arms. Use the strength of your lower obliques to lift and lengthen your spine. Use the pressure between your hand and your leg to rotate your rib cage more. Look up. Remember to breathe. On your next inhale, like a firework, burst into star pose. Face the side. Toes point to the corners of the long edge of your mat. Take up space. Get really big. Engage your pelvic floor and your belly, your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha. And big breath in. Exhale. Fold in half diagonally. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Send your right arm high. It's like creating origami with your body. You can use your hand to help deepen your twist. On your next inhale, with a strong core, back up through star. Exhale, origami, fold on the other side. Right arm to left ankle. Again, you can use that pressure to deepen your twist. Reach your left arm high, gaze up if you can, or down if you need some steadying. Inhale, back up through star. Dynamic movement now. Exhale, fold, tap it down. Inhale, back up through star. Slow, controlled movement. Right hand down. Back up. And down. Up, your biggest one yet. Fold diagonally. Inhale, come back up through star. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your toes forward. Keep that front knee low and open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain your lunge. Lengthen both sides of your body. Keep your front knee open. Big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Ride your exhale down. Option for an ekapada. On the right, maybe remember to come through high plank as you chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hips go low. Heart goes high. Exhale, airplane arms. Reach your heart forward as your hands go back. Inhale, one-legged chair. Root into your left foot, lift your right knee, keep your hips low. Find your balance. Then exhale, figure four. You can stay upright. Maybe you have some chairs to help you with your balance, or you're by a wall. Part of interdependence is asking for the help that you need, and your props are one way to ask for help. Option to lower down, forearms to shin. But if you lower down, bring your hips down too. Or come into a forward fold. Whatever option you choose, stay here for a couple rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, come back up to one-legged mountain, push into your standing first foot, slowly rise up, level hips, and then exhale, extend your right leg forward. Lengthen through the back of your leg and your heel. Fire up your quad, lift your heel higher. Inhale back into one-legged mountain, grow taller. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back lightly. Find that one long line of energy. It's like you have wings and you're about to take off. Inhale, crescent lunge, hands go high. Equal weight in both feet. Spike your back heel. Send your right hip forward. One more inhale. Exhale, chair plane. Root into your left foot, tap your right foot down. Keep your hips low. Engage your triceps. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Weight still in your left foot. Step back and reach high. One more breath in. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Imagine you're pressing down on water. Fire up the muscles in your arms. Adjust your stance as you need to get nice alignment. Inhale, straighten your front leg, hips go back. Exhale, reach forward and down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Rotate your rib cage, stack your right shoulder over your left. Look up if you can. How can you get your spine longer? Hug your spine with all the muscles around it. On your next inhale, star pose. Burst open. Engage your glutes to open your hips more. Express through the front of your body as you activate the back of your body. Big breath in. Exhale, fold in half, left hand to right ankle. Origami twist. We'll take a couple of breaths here to really lengthen, then twist your spine. Inhale, back up through star. Exhale, twist. It's the last time we're doing this move, so really make it count. Inhale, back through star. Exhale, twist. Left hand to right ankle. Inhale, star. Exhale, twist, wring out your insides. Inhale, star. Exhale, twist. Slow, controlled movements are more effective at building muscle, building flexibility. Inhale, back up through star. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your toes to the front, lunge low. Inhale, reverse warrior, high five the back wall. Look up past your armpit. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Option for an ekapada on the left. Only lower halfway. Inhale, up dog, belly engaged. Draw your hips up and back for down dog. Full inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, airplane arms, we're flowing now. Inhale, one-legged chair, lift your left foot. Exhale, figure four, stay upright, just open your knee, flex your foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain, push into the earth. Exhale, extend your leg forward. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, step back lightly, hinge forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, push into the ball of your back foot. Exhale, chair plane, keep the weight on the right. Inhale, crescent lunge, step back, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, hips go back as you reach forward. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, star pose, burst open. This time we'll do a side bend. Reach to the right. Left arm overhead, right arm across your body. Then inhale, back through star. And exhale, side bend the other way. Bicep by your ear. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Flow down. You can skip this and meet in down dog or at the top of your mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On the inhale, press your hands down and forward. And exhale, send your hips back. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Make it your lowest one yet. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged chair. Lift your right knee this time. Exhale, figure four. Stay upright, good posture. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Push into the earth, rise up. Exhale, lengthen your foot forward, level your hips. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Reach through your heart space. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair plane. Root into your left foot, tap your right foot forward, keep your hips low. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open your hip. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle. Stack your shoulders. Inhale, star pose. Get big. Exhale, side bend to the right. Lengthen your left side. Inhale, star. Exhale, side bend to the left. Sweep your bottom arm across your body. Use your obliques. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Slow and controlled movements. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release some heat. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, come to a seat and grab a sip of water. Well, considering my mind is totally on my grandbaby, I'm doing okay so far remembering all this stuff. But it's hard because he's adorable and perfect and cute. All right. Once you've had your sip of water, toweled off, you're ready to go. We're gonna do some reverse crunches. You'll need one block and come onto your back. Bring your legs into reverse tabletop. And you wanna use the block on whatever setting approximates the width of your hips. For me, that's the medium setting. And I'm just gonna squeeze it around my ankles, my shins, and keep pressure on the block the whole time. Then send your heels forward 2 inches so your knees really stack over your hips. Arms down by your side. Big breath in. Exhale, tap your heels down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Glue your lower back to the floor, and if you feel it come up, don't lower quite as far. You're in control. It's really important to keep that nice neutral pelvis. Slow moves. One more time, go down. Hold and pulse. Squeeze your belly into your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Readjust your block if you need to. Keep that pressure on. Send your heels forward. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. You got another set here. Trying to hold a bunch of tension in your neck and your shoulders. Let them relax. We're working our core now, our lower abs. Make these movements slow. Next time you go down, hover and pulse. Still keep your lower back nice and flat. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Maybe squeeze your knees in for a second. Release that lower back. And then bring your legs back into reverse tabletop. Flex your feet. Send your heels a little bit forward, hands behind your back. Big breath in. Exhale, bicycle twist. Right arm crosses over, extends past your left thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Keep your shoulder blades lifted the whole time. Move with your own breath. Don't pull on your neck, head heavy in your hands. Next time you reach across, I want you to stay there, hold and pulse. Both shoulder blades off the floor. Keep sending your heels forward. 3, 2, 1. Come back through center, twist the other way. Same thing, small pulses. How can you reach further? How can you lift higher? 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees in. Remove your block. And then send your legs long for a nice good morning stretch. Point your toes. Let your lower back arch up. And with every deep inhale, feel your abdominal muscles stretch over your rib cage. Rest here for a few breaths, and I'll read you a quote by none other than Pope Francis. Although I did see this attributed to some other people too, but it's a great quote, no matter who said it. Nothing in nature lives for itself. Rivers don't drink their own water. Trees don't eat their own fruits. The sun doesn't shine for itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. I love that. So as we're pausing here and you're resting and your nice stretch, come back to that touching the earth practice. Your body's on the floor now, so can you reconnect with your oneness, with everything, the cycle of life? Take a full inhale, and then exhale, bend your knees, send your feet high. I'll show you the full expression of the fortune-telling fish, and then I'll give you some alternatives in case it doesn't work in your body. The full expression is arms overhead resting on the floor with no tension in your arms or your neck, just totally rested. Lengthen through the back of your legs. Then using the strength of your abs, lift your hips in one vertebra at a time and fold yourself in half like a fortune-telling fish. Then slowly, you're going to want to flop down, but with control and active legs, lower one vertebra at a time and come back to center. I'll do that one more time. Slow, controlled falling, folding in half, not using your arms, just your abs. And then slow, controlled, lowering it back down. If you need a little help getting your hips off the floor, that's very normal. You can bring your arms down here and use the pressure on your palms to help you get it started. It'll also help keep you lowering slowly. Or you have the option for micro hip lifts, tiny lifts of your hips with your hands by your side, trying to take the swing out of your legs and just using your lower abs to lift your hips slightly. So find the option that works for you. Remember to breathe, whatever you're doing. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Then circle your knees, outlining your sacrum on the floor. First in one direction, and then in the other. Tune into this strong music If you're a woman, remember how independent and strong you are. And if you're a man, feel all the support in your heart for strong, independent women. Then reach for the backs of your thighs. Rock and roll up. You can go through a chaturanga. You can meet in down dog. We have one more standing series on each side. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So strong. And big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, send your right leg high. Spread your fingers wide, create a strong base, equal weight in both hands. Then reach up through your heel as you press your chest low. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Push the earth away to make room for your foot to come through. Tense your fingers. Hips go low. Draw your belly off your thigh. Long spine. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up. Spike your back heel, send your left hip forward. Big inhale. Then root into your front foot. Exhale, one-legged chair plane. Root into your right foot, lift your left. Keep your hips low. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Remember to breathe. On your next inhale, chair, simply lower your left foot down and reach your arms high. Squeeze your legs together, big breath in. Exhale, prayer twist. Bring your hands to your heart. Hinge forward. Rotate left elbow outside your right thigh. Look down and make sure your knees are in line with each other. If you're leaning forward, try and send your hips low, heart higher than your hips. Then press your hands towards heart center to deepen and rotate your twist. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain, root into your right foot and lift your left. Find your balance. We've been here before. Big breath in. Exhale, dancer. Hold your left hand out like you're serving a plate of cheese and capture the inside edge of your left foot. You can stay here in a quad stretch, knees together. Maybe you're near a wall for stability or a chair. Or you can kick into your hand and move into dancer. Keep your heart lifted like you're creating a wine glass shape with your body. Dial your left hip down. It's a closed hip posture. Your foot might not go quite as high, that's all right. Reach your right hand up towards where the wall meets the ceiling. Then inhale, release. Come back into one-legged mountain. Exhale, open twist to the left. We have a few options here. You could just hold your front knee with your right hand, allow you to deepen your twist more, or you can join me in hand to big toe pose. Take your pointer and your middle finger and grip your front big toe. Then you can send your legs straight, reaching through your heel, your left arm back and active. Find a gaze that supports you. Maybe you can look back. It's okay if you're not in the full expression. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale back to one-legged mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. One long line of energy again. Keep your hips low and your back heel spiked. Inhale, crescent moon. Lower your back knee. Flip your toes. Reach your hands high. Toe heel your right foot forward and out. Proud heart. Sink your hips low. Traction your front heel and your back knee towards each other. Fire up your pelvic floor. One more inhale. Exhale, half splits. Send your hips back. Straighten your front leg. Option for blocks on either side of your front foot. Draw your right femur back into your hip socket. Send it down. Lengthen your spine on the inhale. Fold from your waist, reach your heart forward on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release, flatten your foot. Come into an active runner's lunge. That means hands inside your right foot. Tuck your back toes and activate your leg. Spread your fingers wide. Straighten your back leg. One more inhale. Exhale, frog squat. Pivot your right toe out 45 degrees and step your left foot forward. Sink your hips low, but keep your pelvic floor drawn up and your legs active. Don't just sink down. Option to sit on a block. Use your elbows to open your knees. Then on the next inhale, burst into star. Use the strength of your legs to propel you up. Widen your stance a little bit. And come into horse. Toes still pointing out to 45 degrees. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Squeeze both glutes to open your knees and roll onto the outside edges of your feet. One more breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Shoulder dip, right shoulder down. I love this stretch. It always feels so good. Inhale through center. Exhale, shoulder dip in the other way. Inhale through center. Exhale, shoulder dip, right shoulder down. Inhale through center, last one. Left shoulder down. Inhale through center. Exhale, prone frog. Come down onto your knees. You want your hips in line with your knees and your shins parallel with the side walls. You can rest your forehead on a block or the floor, depends on how low your hips go. Right angles everywhere in your prone frog. And then just let gravity sink your hips lower. Send your breath where you feel tightness, and you can always have blankets under your knees if this feels a little hard on the floor. We're here for a few rounds of breath. On your next inhale, rise up onto your hands and meet in down dog. Not really a graceful way to get there. Take your time. And once you get there, your breath in. Sink your heels lower on your breath out. Inhale, left heel high. Level hips, squeeze your left glute, reach up. Exhale, low lunge, heel to toe as you step through. Weight in your feet, long spine. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Send your right hip forward. Squeeze your back glute, big breath in. Exhale, one-legged chair plane. Shift your weight forward, balance on your left foot. Keep your right lifted. Can your hips go higher? Can your heart open more? Inhale, chair pose. Feet come together. Reach your arms high, sit back further. Weight in your heels, inhale. Exhale, prayer twist, hands to your heart. Hinge forward. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Send your hips down and back. Check in with your knees, make sure they're level. Then press your hands towards your heart. Maybe gaze up. Stay with your breath. On your next inhale, root into your left foot. One-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Dial your right hip down, lengthen your spine. Exhale, dancer. Capture the inside edge of your right foot with your right hand. You can stay in a quad stretch. You can ask for help from your props. Kick into your foot and hinge forward. Heart lifted. Right hip dials down. Seek that wine glass shape. Find your drishti, a non-moving point of focus to help you balance. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, come back through one-legged mountain. Exhale, twist to the right. Option to hold your knee. Stay in your open twist. Or join me in hand to big toe pose. Capture your right toe with your pointer and middle fingers. Level your hips. Lengthen through the back of your leg. Keep your arms active. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Each time you do that, you'll get a little closer to straightening your leg. Big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Step back lightly. Inhale, crescent moon. Lower your back knee. Toe heel your left foot up and out. Draw your front heel and back knee together. Sink your hips low. Keep your belly drawn in to support your lower back. There's a little back bend here. Big breath in. Exhale, half splits. Blocks on either side of your front foot. Flex your foot, draw your heel back towards you, micro bend in your front leg. Lengthen on the inhale, deepen on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, flatten your foot. Come to your active runner's lunge. Hands inside your left foot. Lift your back knee. Point your left toes out 45 degrees and then step forward into your frog squat. Again, option to sit on a block. Hands at your heart, try and have a long spine and a relaxed neck and use your elbows to open your knees. Then on the next inhale, we're gonna rise up into star. Use your legs, get big. Then step your feet wider and come down into horse. Relax your shoulders and neck. A big breath in. Exhale down into prone frog. We're not going to do the shoulder dip since we already did them, but we're going to do prone frog one more time. Hips in line with your knees, all 45-degree angles. Lower down. Reconnect with your breath. And maybe take this opportunity to think about the people who came before you and the people who will come after you. Your ancestors, your descendants, your tribe. How everything we do affects them and everything they did affects us. On your next inhale, come up onto your hands and find your way to high plank. We won't be there long. Spread your fingers wide. Draw everything into the midline. Hinge forward slightly and slowly lower down to your mat. Prepare for floor bow. Bend your knees. Reach back and capture the outside edges of your feet. Your knees are hip-width distance apart. On the inhale, kick into your hands. Float everything off the floor. Roll into the soft part of your belly. Look at the top of your mat. Kick higher, lift your knees higher, lift your chest higher. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Left cheek to the mat. Relax your arms and your legs down. Relax your body into the earth as you feel it rise up to support you. On your next inhale, bring your chin to center. Flip your hands over so that your palms can press down into the earth. Modified locust. Press into your palms and the tops of your feet, and then lift your chest and shoulders. Maybe walk your palms further to the back of the room. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor. Look down at your mat. Fire up your back body. Lift your shoulders higher. One more inhale. Exhale. Release your right cheek to the mat. Another passive neck stretch. On your next inhale, bring your chin back to center. Frame your heart with your hands. Push up through tabletop and come to a seat. Staff pose. Send your legs long. Flex your feet. Glue the backs of your legs onto the floor. Reach your hands high. Hollow out your belly. And then fold forward over your hollowed out belly. You can hold your toes or your shins. While you're resting here in your forward fold, I'm going to read a quote by John Donne. It's a famous old quote that I never really listened to before. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less. As well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thy friends or thine own were. Any man's death diminishes me, because I am involved in mankind, and therefore never send to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Pretty beautiful when you listen to the whole thing. On your next inhale, rise up. Pick up your right foot and cross it over your left thigh. Plant your foot down. Right hand goes behind you, left elbow outside your thigh for half Lord of the Fishes. Look to the back of the room and like a telescope, lengthen your spine as you twist. Make sure both your sits bones are rooted down. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Send your right leg long, pick up your left foot, cross it over. Left hand behind you, right elbow outside your thigh. Lengthen and twist. One more inhale, really twist deep. Exhale, release. Glue the backs of your legs onto the floor. Reach your arm forward. Slowly lower onto your back. And come into happy baby. Knees wide. You can hold the outside edges of your feet or your shins or the backs of your legs. While you're in this posture of the baby, the happy baby, remember the interdependence of your youth, where you really trusted that your needs would be taken care of. When you didn't care what anybody thought. Embody that now. One more inhale. Exhale, release your feet. Curl up into a tiny ball, forehead to knee, full inhale. Exhale, release. Send your legs long. Shavasana. Wrap your shoulder blades under your back to create a shelf for your heart. Palms up. Come back to that practice of touching the earth. Notice the parts of your body in contact with the floor and feel them expand as they melt into the earth below you. We'll close with a quote by Pema Chodron. What you do for yourself, any gesture of kindness, any gesture of gentleness, any gesture of honesty and clear seeing toward yourself will affect how you experience your world. In fact, it will transform how you experience the world. What you do for yourself, you're doing for others. And what you do for others, you're doing for yourself. Rest here in this most important posture of the day for a few moments. Start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. Take a long good morning stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead. Full inhale with a soft belly. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. In corpse's pose, we have an opportunity to die to our old self. And in fetal pose, we are reborn. This week, set an intention to notice where you are on the spectrum of dependence, independence, and interdependence. Notice the times when you feel centered in yourself and your body, and the times when you don't. The times when you care a little too much what other people think or what other people do and say. Notice the times when you're hesitant to ask for and receive help. And don't judge yourself, just notice. And then pause and feel the interdependence that you have with all beings and all things. As we all seek peace and serenity and love. On your next inhale, rise up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Root down through your sits bones and lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining Rosie and I on this auspicious day It's such a joy to be with you and celebrate the circle of life. June 3rd. Great day. Well, you'll be watching this on July 4th, but it's actually June 3rd when I'm recording it. So anyway, happy Independence Day. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time on Be Free Yoga.